Hi, everyone. I'm Angela.
I'm Lindsay.
And we are the Wives That Watch. And we are very excited to say that we are reacting today to Radical Optimism.
Yes.
Okay. I keep saying radical acceptance because that's something I use at work all the time. Radical Optimism. Lindsay loves this goddamn cover because it has a shark on it.
I'm obsessed.
Yeah. So, we've heard off this album Houdini, Training Season, and Illusion, the 3 singles that we have so far. I have not heard anything else from the album.
Nope, just the singles. And we'll leave a link to our reaction to Illusion in the comments. Not the comments, in the description.
Hello.
I like the whatever that is.
Do you know what instrument that is?
Keyboard?
Makes me an optimist, I guess. Then you said, hey, and I said, hey.
I already like it. It's already kind of more free-spirited, upbeat, like it.
Yeah. I like the song too. Definitely a different vibe from Future Nostalgia so far. I don't know if it'll keep being that way, but I keep seeing people on the internet saying that Dua songs all sound the same. And I don't feel that way. I can hear a clear difference between Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa, and this album so far. And I've only heard a little bit. But...
Well, and I do think people need to remember that albums typically are more cohesive in sound because you're in like that same type of like mentality. Like you're not trying to do something that's like completely different from, you know, something else. So it's like there is going to be a shared sound, I think, thematically within an album.
I like her voice so much, like that raspy. Okay, there's the title.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so like, you know, she's ready to like, oh, this could be the one kind of thing.
Verse 1. What's it about a kiss that makes me feel like this? Makes me an optimist, I guess. I always jump too quick, hoping this one might stick, hopelessly romantic. Then you said, hey, and I said, hey, what's your name? Come with me, because when I see your face, the sweetest pleasure, I feel like we're going to be together. This could be the end of an era. Who knows, baby? This could be forever.
Yeah.
Very hopeful, which is different than Houdini, Training Season, and Illusion.
Well, she was like, I'm ready for a relationship, but I'm not. Like, I'm done, like, playing games, basically. Unless you want to play games with me, then I'll play them back.
Done with the lonely nights, I guess.
Well, it's kind of like when you're ready to be in like, a different part of your life.
New one has just begun.
I love that. Like, that note scratches my brain. No, when she goes up.
Oh, her vocal. Give us the accent.
Oh, she said, I'm putting it on thick.
No, yeah. She said,
dang,
here.
It worked for her.
I loved that.
That was good. It's so funny because I've seen so many interviews where people are like, oh, you know, the reason that, you know, like, British like singers sing typically. There's like people say like when they sing like they don't sound like they're British. They sound like probably closer to like what American singers sound like, and they're like, well, how do you?
It was something with the like mouth shape or something when you're singing notes. Or something.
But someone was like, have you ever tried actually singing with the accent? And then someone did, and they're just like, and that's why. Although some people really enjoy it. I liked that.
I liked that. That was really cute. I feel like I'm walking in a meadow.
This is fun.
Here she goes again.
I love that the British accent's almost just like her it's like a conscious projection of herself, like watching herself. You know what I mean? Like Maybe Inside Out's a good example of like almost like a third party
like
bearing witness of like again. What's going on. Yeah. Like
it's like the little Dua Lipa inside. It's like, here she goes again.
Here we go.
Yeah. I like that part. Oh, like a little vinyl.
Oh yeah, like it ran out.
Yeah,
I love that. That one was good.
You like that one?
Yeah, I think that one was just a fun little vibe song.
I did, yeah. I don't think I need to read the lyrics. It seemed pretty straightforward about, you know, oh, this could be like the end of an era, leaving the toxic crap behind her.
Yeah, but also just the single lifehood. Well, yeah, she's saying like, oh, I'm maybe am done with the era in which I am single. Like this could be the one that I keep forever, I think is what's being said, right? Like, and but it could still also mean like, oh, I'm tired of all this crap, so I'm no more of that. Done with that. Moving on to like a healthier era of life.
Yeah. It says, ingenious, Dua's once again saying goodbye to her single self. She won't flirt with the pretty eyes and won't go to clubs anymore because she fell in love. And that's according to Genius. So now we're going to react to These Walls.
It's giving Little Mermaid.
We both made the same face at the same time.
What an interesting instrument sound.
Maybe we should switch careers, 'cause baby, you know no one beats our poker faces. Wake up and we blame it all on being wasted. Oh, this love is fading.
Oh.
So much when I say
You're like, oh. Sad
I'm like,
face
oh,
and then-
sad. Okay.
Right, tears going down.
I can fit the theme.
Okay, so let's see. Maybe we should switch careers because, baby, you know no one beats our poker faces. And when the night ends up in tears, wake up and we blame it on being wasted. Oh, this love is fading so much we're not sane.
Oh, it's kind of like when you don't want to talk about, like, maybe you were in a really good place, but you don't want to have those hard conversations about how, like, that's...
Yeah. Is Dua okay, though? Because she's jumping all over in this album. Like, one moment she's like, I'm in love, this could be forever. And then the next song's like, oh, God.
Well, it could be telling a story, but it also could be, like, just, again, like, past closure as well.
True.
but if these walls could talk,
Oh. I'm imagining the wall being like the Rebel Wilson.
Oh, man. What is it with artists creating, like, the saddest freaking songs, but, like, it's a bop?
Oh, yeah, that is a trend right now.
No, this is tragic, but also I'm just like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And they witnessed a lot.
they've seen it all.
We call it love, but hate it here. Do we really mean it when we said forever?
Oh. Oh no, is it the love sheep's like, oh, this could be forever, and then it's like, oh,
yeah.
no, it's not actually.
Yeah, right?
Oh man.
Maybe she is telling a story through, like, each song, but that happens, though. Like, you don't go into well, maybe some people do, but you don't go into a relationship usually thinking, like, oh, well, this will end.
No, I think most people who are dating to date long term do go in hoping that will be their, like, end goal.
Like,
I don't
forever.
think, I mean, I know that there are, like, people who like to kind of chronically date where it's like, I'm not looking for a long-term commitment. I just kind of want somebody for the right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the people that are looking for, like, that end game of, I want this person in my life, I want to grow old with them, I want that level of commitment, I think they do go in with this expectation of, like, this is the last one.
Yeah.
This one will be different.
Mm-hmm. And then most of the time it's not. But you will find your one. Oh, I like that vocal. reminds me of like when your friends tell you to break up.
Hmm?
It reminds me of like, you know, when you get to a stage in your relationship when your friends are being like, just break up already. Like, why are you still with them?
Oh yeah, like it's clear you're miserable. Yeah. And it's clear that like you're not in that happy place with this person anymore. So just quit forcing it.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, she's talking about the walls, right? Personifying the walls. But this really is the messaging you get. I know I've had experience with that, where people are like, just end it already. Why are you still with this person? Like, you're always upset. You're always this. You're always that. It's just,
I just really love like just compositionally. I love her singing, and then just the these walls like just echoed behind. Like it's almost kind of like imagery of like the walls kind of being like. I mean, just obviously that's not the lyrics, but yeah, like if they could talk,
it's like
they'd
these
be
walls
like,
are being like these.
And walls. It's a little muffled because it's an echo, so it's almost like you can choose to ignore that.
Mm.
Mm. Oh, so neither one of them want to be responsible for ending it.
Yeah.
They're like waiting it out.
Like, who's going to crack
that
first?
Never works well.
I love that the song ends with the whispery breakup. Mm-hmm. It's like kind of
like just move on.
Yeah, like putting a period on it. Verse 2 was, they tell us, go and face your fears. It's getting worse the longer that we stay together. We call it love, but hate it here. Do we really mean it when we said forever? And then the rest, I think, was the same except the bridge. You don't want to go, don't want to stop. Heaven knows I don't want to be the one to cut it off. So yeah, basically a relationship that's met its end.
It really do be these sadder songs just having the best beats though. Like this was really good. Yeah, I was bopping clearly, but dang, the messaging did not match.
No. Okay, next one is What You Doing. Oh, we're giving like Barbie.
After midnight.
Oh, hello.
Ooh.
Me and my thoughts alone.
Hell yeah.
That's a very like jazzy guitar.
No, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Or a bass. Yeah.
Cause I'm no good at giving up control.
Same girl.
Are you worried that I might find something wrong? Cause I'm worried that I won't.
Oh, this is different.
Oh, it's a funk vibe. That's what it
funk,
is.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant by jazz, though.
I always say jazz when I hear anything instrumental like that.
They're kind of like, I think, sister genres.
Mm-hmm. It is very funky. So verse 1, she says, after midnight, me and my thoughts alone, there's a part of me that wants to steal your heart and a part that tells me don't. Because I'm no good at giving up control. Are you worried that I might find something wrong? Because I'm worried that I won't.
I wonder if this is, again, because we know about like her being like oh, I'm done with red flags, basically, in Illusion. You know, this is kind of the pre, which is like, I'm afraid I'll miss those red flags.
Yeah.
That I won't actually find the flaws with you.
But it's interesting because I feel like some of the songs don't fit into that message so far. But I'm wondering if this is a journey.
It seems like it's a very tie-in right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that.
Please, what you're doing to me, baby. I'm scared to death that you make me. I wanna change.
Yeah, those are nice.
You're in my head and now you're clouded. My decisions got me headed.
I don't know who the producer is on this, but they cooked.
They turned the stove on, they poured the oil in, they fucking cooked. Yeah. Ooh.
I see you next to me.
I really like the choices on this one.
But I can't shake the feeling that there's more to life. That's my 20.
This part scratches something.
What you
The chorus or the bridge?
I want to say that's the pre-chorus.
Okay.
So she says, but if control is my religion, then I'm heading for collision. Lost my 2020 vision, please. She wants that control real bad.
No, yeah, she's like,
control freak.
I don't want these blind spots.
Yeah. The chorus was, what you doing to me, baby? I'm scared to death that you might be the one to change me. You're in my head and now you're clouding my decisions. Got me heading for collision. What you doing to me, baby? Oh, what you doing to me?
It's almost, again, if we go back to this is a story element, right? It's almost just like I don't want another relationship after the one that I cared about so much ended. Like, I am nervous to give up that level of control again, and I'm afraid that I won't. Like, I'll be delusional. I'm not gonna see that maybe you're not good for me this time.
I getcha. I think it's the vocal choices I like so much, the rhythm and melody. Oh, I know I'm gonna annoy you so bad with that.
Why? I like it.
So bad. I'm gonna be left my 2020. Like, I'm just gonna be.
No, you're just gonna sing it at me because I don't have it anymore.
No, I really like this one. This is probably my favorite one so far for me.
What you doing to me, baby? I'm scared to death that you might be the one to change me.
This song's reaction is gonna be at me just.
My decisions got me heading for collision. What you doing to me? Oh, what you doing to me?
You when you were scared to date me.
Put a goddamn mark next to that one. That one's going on the playlist. So fast.
No, but this does make me think of you because I always think about how you're like, I don't know if I want another relationship. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would say I definitely relate to that because after my previous partner before Lindsay, I was like, I'm done. That sucked. I don't want to do that again. I don't think I want to be married. I don't think I want to date anybody. And then Lindsay was like, hi. You know, like a year later, and I was like, whatever. And then 3 months into our relationship, I was like, I'm gonna marry her. And so it was like, really was like, what the hell are you doing to me? How dare you? And now here we are, married. I was right, like I always am.
I was right.
No, But what'd you think of the song so far? Or so far, it's over.
I'm vibing.
Yeah, I'm vibing.
I'm an idiot. That's what I am. No, I'm vibing is what I was trying to say. But I was like...
I'm vibing.
I'm vibing.
Yeah, I really, really, really liked that one, actually. French Exit.
I just wanted to preface, but I did pre-order. So...
We knew we would like this.
I have a vinyl coming too, so.
Next up is French Exit, which I don't know what the hell that means, but we'll find out.
Hold on, that's a phrase, right? A type of. Let me see. Oh, okay. So, a French exit, or otherwise known as a French leave, is a departure from a location or event without informing others or without seeking approval of others.
Interesting. Are people just calling the French rude? Or okay, this is different.
I just can't relate to the words of this love song. What's it gonna take to right all the wrongs? And I hate that I'm leaving you stranded. But
Oh, it's like I'm not fitting the vibe of this party.
No.
Yeah, she's like everyone else is romantic and got somebody and I don't want to stay here.
She said, I don't want to stay till the lights come on. I just can't relate to the words of this love song. What's it going to take to right all the wrongs? Because right now I can't give you what you want. Everybody's still dancing, holding hands and romancing. Someone's got to be the last one standing. I hate that I'm leaving you stranded.
it's not a broken heart if I don't break.
Ooh, I like that breakdown.
Goodbye doesn't hurt if I don't say it.
Not her ghosting.
Ghosting.
Oh no.
Only way to go is a French exit.
Okay, all right.
No. Girly really is just like, I'm not feeling it. I don't want to be here. I'm just gonna peace out.
Oh, yeah. She's that meme of the guy going like that.
No,
and
disappearing.
Yeah.
She's just, Girl, you ghosted.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
French exit, ghosting. I love that she says, I hate that I'm doing this, but...
Like, oh, I'm sorry, but not sorry, really.
Girl. No.
This is really bad. Don't do this.
Don't do this.
Like, no matter how much you think it might hurt to, like, just express your feelings or lack thereof, like, just tell them.
Well, yeah, because it's what she said in an earlier song, I think, if it's her that I'm thinking of, not having closure is some of the worst things you can do to someone. It leaves them thinking, what if, and questioning things and the bargaining. So always give someone closure, even if it's uncomfortable.
I will say, like, I think ghosting is more common very early in relationships rather than late. You feel like
you don't owe them, right?
This feels like a late stage ghosting, though. Like, I've either been with this person for a little while and, like, they're expecting something of me and I'm just not going to give it to them. Like, it doesn't feel early. It could be, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like, you know, that this person maybe wants to move further with you and you're like, no, and then you're like, bye. No.
What did she say that in French? Oh, that's the only solution. The only reason I know is she said, I think that's the only solution, is because it sounded like Spanish. Because she says solución, which is solution. But what'd she say before that? It's, it directly, so the first one, I'm not even going to try, is directly translate to leave English style. The term is synonymous in English with making a French exit. Whatever that means.
It's basically saying the same thing.
And yeah, and then it says it's the only solution.
Except it's not.
It's not.
Give people their closure.
Yes, give people their closure. I will say that song was not my favorite from the start, but I think by the end, I started like kind of bopping along and being like, it's a French exit. And so I started like getting into it by the end. Don't agree with its messaging, but I understand the urge to do that. It's very uncomfortable.
More comfortable to ghost, I think, because it's very uncomfy for the person who wants to initiate the leaving to like have to do it.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable to say the words, but that's more to do with you than of the other person. You're caring more about your discomfort.
Well, yeah, you're like, well, and also like dealing with someone else's emotional response is not what a lot of people I think are prepared to do mentally because they're too busy kind of worrying about themselves.
But that person is going to have that emotional response whether you tell them or not because they're going to be ghosted.
Right, but like she's saying,
but
like,
you're protecting yourself.
No, correct. That's what
I'm
saying.
And that is not good. I sound like King Julian. All right, next up is Falling Forever, which we apparently have heard very good things about. So she said vocals.
That breath support.
Oh. Hold on, let me sit up.
Are you good at holding on? I know the mind is quick to throw away the moment. They say you got it, then it's gone.
Oh, I love like each like little, it's like they add a little bit something else.
Like a new instrument in the back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hope the feelings that you give me carry over.
She doesn't know what's happening.
Ooh, those drums.
The vocals on this one are strong.
Why does this give like running on a horse? It gives like galloping drums. I'm like, I can't get over that.
No, that's not that.
No, but it's kind of like that though. Well, it's not that.
No, that's what I was doing, and I was like, no, it's not.
It's consistent, but it's like, yeah. She's got a little bit of a rasp.
She always does, yeah. I love that about her voice. It's unique.
So again, this is another kind of like, now it's like going back. It's like, I don't understand. It's really flip-floppy, isn't it? It's like, oh, I want this to be forever, but also like, this is terrible.
And I'm going to ghost you. And
yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not ready for that commitment. But now she's like, oh, I want to keep falling forever. I want to like keep this going forever and beyond.
So verse 1, she said, are you good at holding on? I know the mind is quick to throw away the moment. Where this takes us, maybe I don't want to know yet. Because for now, you're all I want. They say you got it, then it's gone. I don't believe that every flame has to get colder. I hope the feelings that you give me carry over till tomorrow and beyond. And then the chorus was, how long can it just keep getting better? Can we keep falling forever? How long can we stay like this together? Can we keep falling?
They should ask Loki about that line.
I've been falling for 30 minutes. Yeah.
Can we keep falling forever? I wanna know.
We
Can you
both
fight through any storm?
The face.
we both went at her like cutting herself off.
What it was just whoop. Oh.
Yeah. So it says on Genius, it says in the bridge that she references Love Again from Future Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Which, have we gotten to the bridge? I'm just kind of jamming. I haven't even noticed.
You'd have to read the bridge because I'm bad with sections.
I want to know. Can you ride through any storm?
Oh, yeah.
Can you ride from night till dawn, till tomorrow and beyond? So they're saying this is a reference to Love Again because they're both track number 8, I think. Yeah. They're both track number 8 on their respective albums. And in the second verse of Love Again, Dua says, I'd rather die than have to live in a storm like before, but goddamn, you got me in love again.
Oh.
Can it just keep getting better?
This is a more hopeful one.
Sorry, can't get over that.
The horse is galloping away. Okay, so this is the one you said you heard really good things about.
I did hear people were liking this one.
I would say What You Doin' is still my favorite one so far.
I think I like other ones more than this one, but this one's I like the happier, more optimistic like element of like I'm hopeful for this again. I'm starting to maybe understand why the cover is the ocean though. It's very like up and down tides, you know.
Tides coming
very
in and
much
out,
like
yeah.
you know, back and forth. It's push and pull.
Yeah. Next is Anything for Love.
One more time. Make you cry again.
I'm sitting in the middle of all of you. This is so intense.
Well, Danny eats salted licorice.
We just had a party with her.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Let's do it. Let's put it down.
Oh, is this gonna be like an acoustic, like piano cover? I love a good like acoustic piano.
I'm not interested in a heart that doesn't beat for me. I wanna mind.
It's such a high-low. She's like, I mean, but I guess this whole thing is she's saying like, I'm not interested in someone who's not interested back, but it's like, what is happening?
What's going on?
What's going on with these relationships?
Someone get a wellness check on Dua.
Well, I think she's okay, but like, what happened?
Let me treats me equally. When it's hard, it will never feel like it's too much. We used to do anything for love.
Oh. Okay, it's not just piano.
Forever, and no one promises always. We're not perfect together.
That beat came in strong.
That means we gotta part ways. Remember when we used to do anything for love.
So we're like at another end of the relationship, like basically, like, oh, remember when we used to do anything for love, but now we won't because
it's over.
Well, there's too many options. Like you've got other things that you could, you know, put your energy into.
Chorus was, and I'm not interested in a love that gives up so easily. I want a love that's set on keeping me. When it hurts, we don't even think to cut it off, and I'm not interested in a heart that doesn't beat for me. I want a mind that meets me equally. When it's hard, I won't ever feel like it's too much. Remember when we used to do anything for love. So yeah, it does sound like what you're saying, where it was like, well, now we're going to part ways. We're not good together, but remember when we used to have all of these things that I need in a relationship. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting little instrumental here. Oh, that was a
really
short.
short.
I think that was the one, right? All right, cool.
Cool.
I love her.
Okay. I would say probably not my go-to, I don't think, but it was cute. I think
That one felt like that one was more for her, though.
like to get her feelings out.
Yeah, like maybe it's for closure for her. That one felt more for her.
All right, up next is Maria. A woman's name.
Ooh, I owe it to you. And now he's the sweetest.
Oh, did Maria like either hook them up or was she the previous? That like. Ooh, I'm curious. I just preemptively of like if it's gonna be like, you know how people say like sometimes your ex
Makes you a better man.
makes you a better like person for the next person because they went through either struggles or had to kind of develop and adapt for that person.
Well, it reminds me of like Olivia's music, where Olivia's like, so glad you have a therapist that I hooked you up with and that made you a better man for your brand new girl.
Yeah, like,
right?
oh, I helped build you to be a better version of you when you were with me.
Yeah.
And now someone else gets to benefit.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like that.
Oh, like he hasn't moved on? What?
Is that a piccolo?
Oh, yeah. It's some kind of like, it was like a little...
Or like a lute? Not a lute. That's a guitar. Like it's a string
Piccolo,
instrument.
flute, something like that.
Pan flute.
Yeah, something weird like that. Hold on. I need to see these lyrics. I've had love, but his is the deepest. Says he'll never leave, he means it to. And I owe it to you. He was cold, now he's the sweetest, because he knows how much there is to lose. I owe it to you. Maria, I know you're gone, but I feel ya when we're alone, even when I'm here in his arms. I know you're somewhere in his heart. Oh. Duel refers to the long-lasting effects that her current partner's ex had on her partner. Although Maria and her partner are not together, the significant other grew. Yeah, we get that part, but like, I wonder, is she actually calling someone out? Because that would be so fucking funny.
I don't know. Let's see.
We're having a snake charming moment.
Is it like an ocarina or a pan flute or a piccolo? I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, okay, it is that then, saying I've self-improved because of my exes.
So this is thank you next.
I don't know.
I always relate things back to other things I've heard, you know? Yeah, I guess it's just like, we've talked about this before, how your exes make you into the person that you are today, whether because they're good or bad. Like,
Right, yeah, whether you've had like positive or negative kind of influences from them, right? It's like positive in that it also gives you like you perspective on what you want out of a person, but also like There are negatives that can come out of it too, because, you know, maybe now you have extra baggage that you're worried about, but it also, again, is kind of working in your favor. But sometimes I think people also go through experiences with you, or kind of open different opportunities that maybe you wouldn't have had otherwise, and that allows for personal growth.
I know you're somewhere in
It's kind of funny because it almost is like, hey, thanks for making, you know, this person better for me.
Yeah. I can't get over like a snake charming, like.
It's a wind instrument. I was gonna say, it's interesting though that you are thanking the ex in a way though, because you're saying, you know, oh, you look in his eyes and you still see her.
It's interesting though, because she's saying that he still has love for her.
Yeah.
Hi, editor Angela here. I wanted to say that I actually was giving this more thought as I was editing, and I realized that she may have meant that she sees Maria in his heart, as in his kindness, his love, his warmth is due to Maria. So that's what I was thinking here editing, but let me know what you think in the comments.
Last track on the album, Happy for You.
I guess some nature.
Very calming.
Every sound that could have been used was in a good way.
Late on a Tuesday, I saw
Tuesday.
you were so happy, I could just tell. She's really pretty, I think she's a model. What is this feeling? Couldn't believe it.
Are we ending this on a sad note?
Ask myself why. I must have loved you more than I ever knew.
That's nice.
'Cause I'm happy for you.
Is this like now that your ex has moved on and you're
Are
the
you
it couple,
Maria?
and now she's like, I'm genuinely happy for you? Is it like that? Because, you know, sometimes like when you split from people that you were with, like, you know, they get with somebody else and you're genuinely like, oh, I'm so happy you finally found a person.
Yeah. She said, late on a Tuesday, I saw your picture. You were so happy. I could just tell she's really pretty. I think she's a model. Baby together, you look hot as hell. And I didn't even want to cry. Oh, what is this feeling? Couldn't believe it. Had to ask myself why. I must have loved you more than I ever knew. Didn't know I could ever feel, because I'm happy for you. Now I know everything was real. I'm not mad. I'm not hurt. You got everything you deserve. I must have loved you more than I ever knew. I'm happy for you. It feels genuine.
No, it does feel genuine. And I mean, that's the thing, right? Is like sometimes, especially on amicable splits, like where it's like, it's just best for everybody involved for that split to happen, right? You know, it's like you do really care about that person, but they're not right for you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, when they have finally moved on, you're like, wow, like I know that I cared about you a lot because I'm genuinely happy that you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for you.
This album really is about relationships.
I hope you see
A lot of up and downs with them.
even the
Yeah.
hard parts are all for the best. I see where you're at now. You picked up the pieces and then you gave them to somebody else.
Yeah, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel really like kind of broken, and then you piece yourself back together and then you move on.
Mm-hmm.
This does feel like, though, like with this being the last song, I'll probably do a more in-depth analysis when we're done. But I just want to say, like, I do actually kind of see how the radical optimism has like grown throughout
the album,
throughout the songs. Yeah.
'Cause I'm happy for you.
When she goes up into those high notes, it's like so pure and like it's so supported. It's very pretty.
You got everything you deserve.
I don't know if these are about specific people that might have been in and out of her life, maybe. But I do think it's a very mature perspective to be able to be in that position of your adult life, to be happy, I think, for people that you've been with, and really just kind of being like, you know, I don't want you to suffer. I don't want to hate you. I don't want to like be sad about this. Like, I'm genuinely glad that you're in a good place now.
Yeah, it's getting to a point in your life when it's not about you anymore, where, you know, I think we struggle with, oh, I don't want a person to be happy unless it's about me or including me. And to finally be able to say, I'm happy that someone, whoever, relationship, friendship, I'm happy this person is happy, even though I'm not a part of it, that's maturity.
I'm telling you, everything that could have been used was in a great way. Phenomenal production.
It almost sounds like a
radio chatter,
pilot, right? Like radio chatter.
Like a CD.
We're back with the birds. Nature. That was the last song on Radical Optimism. You said that you felt like you could see the narrative.
I feel like in the beginning, right, she's like, I'm tired of this. I don't want heartbreak anymore. I don't want, like,
I want to see this track list.
Lose control. I don't want to, like, just fall for somebody who's just gonna, like, keep me in this perpetual loop. I have the lenticular.
That's really cool. But yeah, I could, like, End of an Era. That was a breakup one, wasn't it?
Well, no, that was her saying, I'm ready to be done being single.
Okay. And then Houdini is, if you catch me or I go Houdini, like, don't play bullshit. Training season, I'm done training men to be my partner. Like, you're either good for me or you're not. These walls, we should break up. What you doing? That was also building towards something, right? Like a love. French exit, ghosting. Illusion was also like a kind of get it together.
Like, I'm not gonna let you play me, basically. That was what Illusion was.
Falling for, yeah, the last 4 tracks are different, I think. Falling Forever, Anything for Love, Maria, and Happy for You.
I feel like it feels like there was more self-awareness in the last few, where it's like, I can be happy for you. You know, I miss maybe what we had, or what, you know, like, it just didn't work out, you know, but do you remember, you know, when we would do anything for love, like, kind of like self-reflective, kind of like, I don't know, there's like a growing maturity of it. It's like the silver lining in it, right, is like, well, I learned, like, how to grow, and, like, you know, thank you, Maria, for maybe helping this person that I'm with now be a better person to me.
Yeah.
And you know,
my ex, I'm happy for you.
And to my ex, I'm happy for you. Like, I feel like in the beginning, right, it's just like a lot of the, I'm tired of the BS. I'm tired of this. Like, I want to be in a long-term committed relationship, but I don't want these red flags. I don't want these flaws. I don't want to give up the control of, like, worrying that this will end in disaster. And then by the end of it being like, it's not all bad.
Yeah, I could see that. I would say, you know, musically, there were quite a few songs on this album that I really enjoyed. I would say Houdini, Training Season, and Illusion were good picks for singles. They're very, very catchy. What You Doin' was also really good. That's one of my favorites. I did like End of an Era. I did like These Walls. French Exit probably will grow on me too, because I can hear myself being like, French. The last 4 are not my thing. Maria, maybe. I could see Maria growing on me. But Falling Forever, Anything for Love, and Happy for You, they aren't my genres, I don't think. They're not my favorites, but they're still well done. And her vocals are really, really good on those.
Yeah, I would say sonically the production's phenomenal. I really enjoyed
sonically?
A lot of... Yeah. Okay. I really enjoyed how a lot of, like, there's interesting elements in this production that I have not heard from other artists that recently released, that I just think, like, not only am I invested in what's happening, like, lyrically, but I would genuinely, like, I like the backbeat. I like the production of, like, just, like, the instrumental.
Yeah.
And there's obviously, like, some slower songs. There's some more upbeat songs. I think there's just a lot of songs that I enjoy off of this album. I think it's great.
I think that Future Nostalgia is one of my favorite albums of all time. And it had huge general success with the general audience. And so I think it would be really hard for her to come in and outdo that album. However, this is a good album. And I think people are, because I've already seen people calling it a flop and stuff, and I don't understand that. I think it's a good album. I think it's really catchy. I think her lyrics are really good on this one. I think there's a story and a meaning to this album, and I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. I think it's produced really well. So I enjoyed it.
I agree. And I think like, I don't know. I maybe it's just people not really giving it a chance, or like maybe it's not for them, because again, a lot of this is about, you know, relationships, or like parts of relationships. And I could see you maybe not liking it if like you can't relate. I talked about this with like certain parts of the Tortured Poets department, is like, while I think the album is cohesively good, I could not personally relate to a lot of what was happening in the songs, and so it could make it harder to form a connection with it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah. But I think it's a good album. You know, I think Dua's voice is so interesting and unique, and that raspiness you talk about.
She's so vocally talented.
Yeah. I love her music. We always joke that she can't produce a flop. Like, she physically cannot produce a flop song. And I would say that statement is still in effect as of now. So
I'm a fan. I'm gonna stay a fan. I'm absolutely happy with the album. I think it's great.
And I'm sure it'll grow on us even more, because for me, I'm more of a grower, not a shower. Like, music grows on me. Like, for example, I listened to the Tortured Poets department and I was like, I hate this. And then I listened to it and I listened to it and I listened to it. Now I'm all throughout the house singing different songs and, like, you know, vibing. And so
I actually liked more of it than she did, which is funny, because I think she's the bigger fan.
Yeah. But I think this album can grow on me even more than I already like it. So I think we're going to go on a road trip tomorrow. We're going to probably be listening to some of these and enjoying the songs.
Well, I think there's a reason that, you know, Dua Lipa's debut album and Future Nostalgia ended up like literally in 2 of the top 3 like most streamed albums. And I think, you know, even if this one doesn't kind of reach that same level of success, I absolutely think it's deserving of, you know, credibility that it's a good album. Yeah. I think there's a lot of like things in this production, lyrics, storytelling, instrumentals that just make it like interesting.
I will put it here, editing magic. I will put it here. Maybe our rankings, or how we feel, a general description of how we feel about the music.
We'll do a good split, because we'll probably have different opinions. So I'll do a list for me, a list for her.
Yeah, we'll see what our final rankings are in the week that we have to sit with the album before we edit and post it. So,
all right, everybody, as promised, here is our final rankings. It was kind of tough to pick between some of these songs, but we did spend about 2 weeks mulling over the album, and this is the tier list we came up with. I'm literally obsessed with What You Doin'. It's actually a sickness. And Lindsay says that These Walls just scratches her brain just right. We are not big ballad girlies, but the album is really well produced, and Dua's voice is amazing as always. But let us know your rankings in the comments below.
But keep an eye out for any future Dua content, if she releases any more music videos, and of course if she releases music in the future, we are going to react to it. But please leave a like, subscribe, comment if we missed any context. We love your long paragraph comments giving us context, so please do that. And be safe out there. We will see you all soon. Bye, everyone.